The opposition candidate in Belarus's presidential election has fled the country after she disputed an election result she claimed was rigged. Svetlana Tikhanovskaya said she went to Lithuania for the sake of her children, as her supporters continued angry protests in the capital Minsk. The former Soviet republic is often referred to as Europe's last dictatorship. Located between Russia and the Baltic states, the country has been ruled for more than 25 years by one man, Alexander Lukashenko. He won a resounding victory in the weekend's presidential election with more than 80% of the vote, but many, including the UK government, say the election was not transparent. Our Moscow correspondent Sarah Rainsford has more.
She's been the face of change in Belarus. But today, Svetlana Tikhanovskaya released a tearful video announcing she'd fled the country.
I know many will understand me, many will condemn, and many will hate me. But God forbid you have to face the choice I had.
This was the last time the opposition candidate had been seen, heading to hand in an official complaint that the elections were rigged. We now know she was detained here for 7 hours, and she made another recording, clearly under pressure. It was a call to supporters to recognise Alexander Lukashenko as the people's choice for president and to clear the streets to avoid bloodshed. No one bought that. Protesters have come out for a third straight night, shouting for Mr. Lukashenko to go. This is how similar scenes ended last night. Police using stun grenades, rubber bullets and brute force against the growing demand for change. And yet Alexander Lukashenko spent today talking food processing with officials. He's vowed there will be no revolution and blamed outside forces for fomenting unrest. That's why when these Russians were detained, state television paraded them as provocateurs. We know 2 of them were just observing the elections. Across the country, desperate families are now hunting for the thousands who've been detained, mothers clamouring at prison gates. This crisis has already claimed one protester's life and increased the anger and upset. The woman these people voted for has fled, but what Svetlana Tikhanovskaya started now has its own powerful momentum. Sarah Rainsford, BBC News, Moscow.